In today's video, I'm going to be talking about adding and subtracting polynomials. But before I do that, I just want you to think about this problem on your screen. How would you solve 6 plus 2 in parentheses minus 4 minus 1 in parentheses? Take a second and think about that. Maybe pause the video and try to solve it on your own. Okay. Now, there's two main ways you could solve a problem like this. Maybe you would see 6 plus 2 as kind of its own thing and 4 minus 1 as kind of its own thing. Because remember, parentheses, they segment off, they change our order of operations, right? So 6 plus 2 then would be 8, and 4 minus 1 would be 4 minus 1 is 3. So 8 minus 3 would be 5. Okay, so then that's our answer, right? 6 plus 2 minus 4 minus 1 is 5. You could also think of this another way. You could say, well, I'm subtracting both 4 and I'm subtracting negative 1 from this term 6 plus 2. So I would still add 6 plus 2. 6 plus 2 is 8. And then I would subtract from 8, 4. And I would also subtract negative 1. So remember, minus negative 1 is when you subtract, you add the opposite. So it's like adding 1. 8 minus 4 is 4. And 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, so we got the same answer. That feels really good. That means that we did something right. And I wanted you to think about that because as we go through adding and subtracting polynomials, we're going to have to wrestle with adding and subtracting numbers whose values we don't know. So let me give you an example here, if I may. What if I just have x plus 2 plus x minus 4. How would you solve this? Well, the interesting thing is that I can't simplify inside the parentheses, right? Like we did last time, where we were hoping to add inside both parentheses and then combine. Well, we can't do that here because I can't add 2 to x. I don't know what x is. So all I know about x plus 2 is that it's 2 greater than x, right? It's x plus 2. And the same with x minus 4. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add x to x plus 2, and I'm going to add a negative, right, minus 4 to x plus 2. So x plus 2 plus x plus negative 4. X plus 2 plus x, well, I can combine x and x, right? X plus x. Maybe I should rewrite this. Because once we've got addition in play, we could reorder terms however we like. Because 2 plus 4 is the same as 4 plus 2. You can switch those around. That's the associative property. So anyways, I could write this as x plus 2 plus negative 4. Why is that helpful? Well, x plus x and 2 plus negative 4 are actually things that I can add. If I have x plus x, that means I have 2 x's, right? So that's 2x. And 2 plus negative 4 is the same as 2 minus 4, which would just be negative 2. So then your answer would be 2x minus 2. Okay, nice. What if we tried the same thing but with subtraction? Maybe a different color for subtraction. Purple, why not? What if I tried the same thing but with subtraction? X plus 2 minus x minus 4. How would that be different? Again, maybe pause your video and just think, how would this be different? Well, now I'm subtracting x and I'm subtracting -4 from x plus 2, right? I still can't combine within the parentheses, but I can subtract. So we would be left with x plus 2 minus x, right? Minus x minus -4 is plus 4. Okay, we're subtracting is adding the opposite, so we're adding 4. Okay, now let's reorganize like we did over here, right? I have an x and an x, and this is really a minus x, right? So x minus x plus 2 plus 4. X minus x is 0. 2 plus 4 is 6, so then your answer is 6. Nice. So again, all we're doing, and it's kind of tricky, is instead of combining and then adding or subtracting, we kind of have to add or subtract from our whole term, which is an interesting way of looking at things. Let's do one more, well, 2 more examples, one more for addition and one more for subtraction. Okay, what if I did this? Let's try to be consistent if we can. Okay, x squared plus 3x minus 6 plus 2x squared minus x minus maybe plus 3. I don't know. Plus 4. How about that? We didn't use 4. Okay, I like that. All right. So again, we look inside the parentheses. I can't combine x squared and 3x because all I know about x squared is that it's x times x. I don't know what number that is. All I know about 3x is that it's x plus x plus x. So I can't really combine those two. And the same thing goes over here when I have 2x squared and negative x. And of course, 6 and 4, I know those values, whereas x I don't know. So, okay, sweet. Again, what we're going to do is add 2x squared to x squared plus 3x minus 6. So what can I combine? What like terms can I combine from my first two, from adding 2x squared to x squared plus 3x minus 6? Well, I can add x squared plus 2x squared, right? I can add those two together and get 3x squared. Okay, what about this? When I'm adding negative x, what can I combine negative x with over here? Well, I can add negative x to 3x, right? Because they're the same term. They're the same type of thing. So that's 2x. And then lastly, what happens when I add 4? Well, I can add 4 to minus 6, which would give me minus 2. So then my final answer would be 3x squared plus 2x minus 2. And this is just another way of thinking about it, right? Where I kind of combine my like terms here. Maybe that's helpful to you. Let's try that again. Yeah, let's try that one more time. Except this time we're going to subtract. Maybe I can. Do something like that. Make sure that we don't get our numbers crossed. Okay, x squared plus 3x minus 6 minus 2x squared minus x plus 4. Okay, now what happens here when I subtract 2x squared? What can I subtract that from? Well, it's kind of the same as what I did over here, right? I can do x squared minus 2x squared. Okay, x squared minus 2x squared is It's like 1x squared, right? So that's negative x squared. Oh, I really wanted to be using blue up here. Oh, well. Okay. And then what happens when I subtract negative x? Well, that's 3x plus x, right? Minus negative x is plus x. 3x plus x is 4x. And then when I subtract 4, negative 6 minus 4 equals negative 10. So then my solution for this problem would be negative x squared plus 4x minus 10. The key takeaway with subtraction is you have to subtract every term. You can't just subtract the first term, right? Because that's one whole thing. I'm subtracting this whole piece, this whole piece from this whole piece. So I need to subtract it bit by bit. I hope that was helpful. That's adding and subtracting polynomials. Again, make sure that you're being careful with those parentheses. That's it for this video. I'll see you next time.